Welcome to Web Design for Professional Portfolios. This series presents some basic web design principles that you can use for any website you create, but will be applied specifically to the project of creating a web portfolio that showcases your professional experience and credentials. This lesson is about text readability. Here we'll discuss and demonstrate some things you'll want to keep in mind when making decisions about font type, font color, and background color. There are several different categories of fonts. The most important categories are serif and sans serif. Serifs are the decorative flourishes that you see on a font such as the Times New Roman used in the page title here. Fonts that do not have these flourishes, like the Verdana used in the main page text, are called sans serif fonts. In the traditional world of text printed on the page, serif fonts are known to be easy on the eyes and a good choice for long passages of text, with sans serif fonts reserved for headers. For reading on the web, the prevailing wisdom for a long time was that serif fonts were hard to read on the screen, and that web designers should only use sans serif fonts. As monitor technology improved, this rule was relaxed, and common serif fonts like Times New Roman are now accepted. Whatever font you choose, make sure it's one that's easy to read, and then stay with it consistently throughout your portfolio. One important consideration when choosing fonts is that each computer, operating system, and browser configuration will have its own set of available fonts. So you can't assume that what you see when you create your site will be identical to what your visitors see when they view your portfolio on their computers. If you use a font that is not available to them, their browsers will display your portfolio in some other font that is available. For this reason, you may want to limit yourself to the fonts that are known to be web safe. That is, they are consistently available on almost all computer, operating system, and browser configurations. Definitely avoid script-style fonts for anything except short headers. You should also limit special effects, such as bold and italics, to words or short passages, as long passages of text in bold or italics can be hard to read or tiring on the eyes. Bold and italics are appropriate, however, when you want to give emphasis to a word or short phrase. Underlining is generally reserved for hyperlinks, so don't use that merely for emphasis. And finally, remember that uppercase letters are the web equivalent of shouting, so don't shout at your audience by writing whole sentences in all caps. One of the most important aspects of readability on the web is good text-to-background contrast. Generally speaking, you want a lot of contrast. You can achieve this by choosing a dark text color against a light background, or a white or very pale text color against a dark background. Don't use a dark on dark or a light on light color combination, as this lack of contrast is very hard to read. A busy background image can also reduce contrast and make your text hard to read. Fortunately, most templates that use bold backgrounds also provide a solid scrim behind your text, so you can have both an interesting background and readable text. Make sure the scrim is not overly transparent. A clear, consistent, readable font that contrasts well with a clean, simple background will create a pleasant reading experience for your visitors, allowing them to focus their full attention on your great content.